Today, let's talk about an all-new Mikasa Ackerman character card coming in Attack on Titan Origins of Power. We all know that Mikasa Ackerman in Attack on Titan Set 1 was so powerful that she had to be errated. Will Mikasa Ackerman, Protective Friend, live up to that same level of hype? Now, Attack on Titan Origins of Power, before I show off the character card, this set releases early next month. Pre-release starts November 1st. You can go to play.uvsgames.com/events and find a pre-release happening near you. Also for local game stores, we have the Dark Hero Challenger Series releasing this weekend. And if you play at your local championships that are taking place this week, you can get access to exclusive Tekken 8 promo character cards. Tons of products releasing, going to be a very, very busy reveal season. Tons of other content creators are also revealing Attack on Titan characters this week, so keep an eye out for their reveals as well. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into the character. Mikasa Ackerman, Protective Friend. 6 hand size, 30 health on the air and life symbols. Enhance. Reveal 2 weapon cards from your hand. This attack gets +2 or -2 speed. So you can use this on every attack as long as you have 2 weapon cards in your hand. It should be noted that this is not saying weapon attacks. It simply says weapon cards. So on the air symbol, a foundation like Rifle Arm is also a weapon. You get like reloadable swords from Attack on Titan Set 1 and assets. You get access to like Toga 3's kits, like Dangerous Combatant, a 1 difficulty on the foundation on the life symbol. That's a weapon. So all you have to do, reveal 2 weapon cards, +2 or -2 speed. Good offense and good defense. Response. After your attack deals damage to a character, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a weapon, add it to your hand. So every time you're dealing damage, you're getting to also draw. She's pretty similar to Mikasa 1 in Attack on Titan, where she's got some draw power on face here, and she's giving her attack speed. But unlike Mikasa Ackerman in Set 1, she also has a little bit of defense here of being able to give the -2 speed, and she has much more health and is a 6-hander. So a little bit of a different flavor here. I will note that on the response, it says if it is a weapon. So once again, it doesn't have to be a weapon attack. It can be a weapon foundation, and you add it to your hand. It also does not say you may add it to your hand. It says add it to your hand. So if you're really wanting to check a 5 on your next attack and you reveal a Rifle Arm, too bad, so sad. You have to add it to your hand. There's no, hey, that's a weapon foundation. I would actually like to keep that on my deck. You have to add it to your hand. So this character, in my opinion, from a competitive standpoint, does have some pretty big hurdles to clear. I think that revealing 2 cards from your hand is a very, very big cost. That's 33% of your starting hand size. As soon as you play an attack, that becomes 40% of your starting hand size. I think revealing information to your rival in Universes is a very, very big cost. It's a big advantage for your rival because now if you reveal attacks, they see the attack zones. They know what to prepare for coming up. They might know when to use their barrier shield in their hand, what attacks to take, what not to take. Even if you reveal foundations to your rival, now they know your block zones. So if you don't build those foundations, they know the block zones that you have in your hand. So that is a big cost. Also, if you play some attacks on offense and then you build out a couple, and let's say you have 3 cards in hand for defense, you are only going to get that -2 speed off for one thing because you have to reveal 2 cards in order to be able to do it. Also, the response is after your attack deals damage. Now, it does not say after your non-throw attack deals damage, and there was an attack in Set 1 of Attack on Titan that was, I think, a 4 mid 6. I believe it was Mikasa Ackerman, actually, in the art of the card. I can't remember the attack's name, but it was a throw. And so you could play that as like your initial attack. If they don't have throw hate, it will deal damage, and then you can draw. So weapons that are throws might be a really important cards to Mikasa Ackerman, Protective Friend. Also, any types of cards that draw, because you want to always be getting that +2 or -2 speed. So you need to be filling up your hand with weapon cards. I do think she can reliably play probably 10 to 15, maybe 5 to 15 non-attack weapon cards. And so those are going to be at a premium for her. But attacks like Walk the Dog, for example, attacks that draw and refill your hand are going to be very, very important you want to always have those 2 weapon cards in hand to reveal. Or you could do some like funny things where you trick your rival. Let's say you want them to like block your first attack, but not your next attack. And so you don't reveal any weapon cards from your hand. So then they think, oh, well, this must be their only weapon card they drew this turn. So clearly this is just a poke and build. So I'll go ahead and block this one. And then you can surprise attack them with something. Maybe there's some mind games that you could play around with that enhance. But anyway, that is Mikasa Ackerman. Let's get to some support cards from this upcoming set. We have Sword Toss, 4 difficulty attack, 4 mid 4, 1 mid block, Deadlock Blitz, attack it's +2/+2, and does not count towards progressive difficulty this turn. So it becomes a 6/6, doesn't count towards progressive, solid block modifier. But if they're not in deadlock, it's just a 4 mid 4/4. And then a 1 difficulty foundation, 2 high block, enhance, or gathering supplies. Enhance, sacrifice 1 foundation. This attack gets +1 speed. That's solid spam. You know, this is a tried and true design space, I would say, for both of these cards. Nothing earth shattering coming out here, but sacrifice a foundation for 1 speed. We're going to need speed to make our attacks hit so that we can get our response off and keep filling our hand so that we can continue using our top enhance and giving things speed. Now, I will say, I was kind of saying that, man, that's a really big cost on the enhance. But this is only for speed control. And typically speed is most important on your first couple attacks. So even if you've run out of cards to not give your later attacks speed, hopefully by that point, your rival has already committed out because they've been blocking your super fast moves. And at the later parts of strings, typically damage is more important than speed. So she is giving speed when it matters, which is early in the turn. But if you want to have that speed control and defense, you're going to need to keep those weapon cards in your hand. So I actually think like she teaches you to play the game pretty well. Like, hey, I might not want to attack this turn because if I attack, I lose the weapon cards in my hand, which hurts my defense even more. So she kind of teaches you to play defense when it's right to do so, and she's giving speed when it matters. So very interesting character. I don't think competitively speaking, she's going to be like knocking down any doors. I don't think we're going to need to errata this character, but I don't think she's bad. I think it, and I haven't looked at this yet because she doesn't share symbols with the Mount Lady 3. But it would be neat if there was any sort of cards out there that say that you get a benefit if you reveal something. Like I know there was a lot of Mount Lady 3 cards that said like, if you revealed a card this turn, get X benefit. So that is something that I need to go and look for. I just got back from the Atlanta regional, so life's been a little crazy here, so I haven't done that yet. But if you want to do so, I would be very interested in seeing the results that you come up with. But there might be something out there. She's very, very heavy on the weapons archetype. I think she'll be pretty fun. I absolutely think she could take down some locals, even if she's probably not going to be taking down any major regionals. So very excited for this character. Mikasa Ackerman, Protective Friend. Again, Attack on Titan, Origins of Power, pre-release starts November 1st. Go check the UGN, play.uvsgames.com/events, and find a pre-release near you.